Chapter 3. The Goblin Chief. The Goblin Chief roared, a guttural sound that shook the very trees. He hefted his massive, crudely fashioned club, the wood rough and splintered, clearly used to crushing many foes. He glared at Kai, his small, red eyes burning with fury. "You dare trespass on my territory, little human?" the chief growled, his voice surprisingly deep. "You think you could just waltz in here and take what's mine?" Kai gripped his iron sword, the familiar weight grounding him. He knew this fight would be different. The Goblin Chief was bigger, stronger, and likely smarter than the other goblins he'd faced. This wasn't just a mindless brute. This was a leader, a strategist. "This territory belongs to everyone," Kai retorted, his voice steady. "And I'm here to reclaim it." The chief let out a booming laugh. "Reclaim it? You're just one scrawny human. You'll be crushed beneath my club like a bug." The chief charged, his club swinging in a wide arc. Kai dodged, the wind from the swing whistling past his ear. He rolled, coming up behind the chief, and slashed at his legs. The chief stumbled, roaring in pain, but quickly recovered. "You're quick, I'll give you that," the chief snarled. "But you can't run forever." He spun around, his club smashing down towards Kai. Kai blocked, the impact jarring his arms. The chief was strong, incredibly strong. Kai could feel the vibrations through his sword, his muscles straining to hold the block. He needed to change his tactics. He couldn't go toe-to-toe with the chief in a test of strength. He was outmatched. He needed to use his agility, his speed, the lessons he'd learned from watching the geniuses. He broke the block, retreating quickly. He needed to create an opening, to exploit a weakness. He circled the chief, observing his movements. The chief was slow, his attacks telegraphed. That was his advantage. He waited for the chief to swing, then at the last moment, dodged to the side. The club slammed into the ground, creating a small crater. Kai seized the opportunity, darting in and slashing at the chief's exposed flank. The chief roared again, clutching at the wound. He was getting frustrated, his attacks becoming wilder, less controlled. This was Kai's chance. He continued to circle the chief, dodging his attacks, exploiting his openings. He was learning, adapting, growing stronger with every exchange. He was no longer just an average gamer. He was becoming something more. The chief, his rage growing, charged at Kai, his club raised high. Kai sidestepped. Then, using the chief's momentum against him, pushed him forward, sending him stumbling. The chief lost his balance, his club falling from his grasp. Kai didn't hesitate. He lunged, his sword piercing the chief's throat. The chief gurgled, his eyes widening in surprise. He crumpled to the ground, his body dissolving into pixels. Kai stood panting, his sword dripping with digital blood. He'd done it. He'd defeated the Goblin Chief. It was a tough fight, but he'd learned from his mistakes, adapted his strategy, and emerged victorious. A notification appeared, frowny face, Goblin Chief defeated. Experience gained. 500. Level up. Current level. 5. Stat points awarded. 10. Class mission available. He felt a surge of satisfaction. He'd leveled up, and now he could finally choose his class. He opened his menu, his eyes scanning the options. Warrior and Mage were available, as expected. But there was another option, a hidden option revealed by the Scroll of Whispers. Assassin, hidden class. He remembered the scroll's whispers. A hidden class awaits for those who are worthy. He knew this was his path. He'd always favored a more agile, stealthy approach. The assassin class, with its focus on attack speed and dodge, was perfect for him. He selected the assassin class, a new notification appearing. Class mission, Shadows of the Night. Objective, infiltrate the Shadowfang Den and retrieve the assassin's dagger. He closed the menu, a new sense of purpose filling him. He was no longer just a beginner. He was an assassin, a hidden force in the realms. He had a mission to complete, a path to follow. He glanced back at the shimmering portal to the Tower of Trials, a silent promise in his heart. He would return. He would climb that tower. But first, he had a dagger to retrieve.